I played that. That was what I played when frickin' what's his name? The Tower Gang Toad came on, and I just played it again because I'm working on the intro right now, and I didn't get it obviously, even though I've been saying I'm going to do it for 4 months. But I'm bad at all things tech, and today we have Tommy Salmons, and we're going to talk about Thomas Massie, two of my favorite people. So what's up?
What's going on, man?
How you doing? Okay, other people can talk now, not me.
We can all just talk together.
Yeah.
What?
Just start yelling into the microphone.
That's a thing?
It'll become legible.
Kyle just start pushing buttons.
Yeah.
I don't have my sound
allowed to do
there,
that?
which I did. Been loading up new stuff on it.
Sam, the way your headphones are sitting on your face does not look comfortable. Wait, headphones, plural headphones.
You have
that's
two
why that
sets
felt weird.
on?
Yeah, you did.
Dude, that's like
How did
in
I
Dumb
do
and
that?
Dumber when he's like pulls up the second pair of gloves and he's like, "You had these the whole time."
Why do you have
I'm
two?
doing this
What do you have
so
to?
I can listen to the audio on the end, so I can try to be a better producer. And this is the way I figured it out because I'm so bad at producing that
I like how step one wasn't get a better microphone or camera. It was let me
I
wear
know,
two
dude.
headsets. You
I
psychopath.
have top of the line camera, sound equipment, and video equipment. Like
The
Where
lower-
doesn't
everything.
show?
The lower setter
Everything's
to
the
keep
best.
his ears warm.
Wozy. Okay. Nothing.
Oh, we gotta get
Opposite
this
ends.
in. White Boy Summer.
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah, this is 5 till midnight. Late and gay, as always. Tommy, thanks for joining us. We're talking about Thomas Massie, and we're going to BS the rest of the episode because that's what we normally do, have some fun. Thomas Massie went on Tucker Carlson this week. That was dope. Pretty dope. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I haven't finished it yet, but just clips itself seems like it's doing it justice. Have you guys watched it yet?
I watched.
Yeah,
like, the
it's good.
Yeah, I watched like the first 15 minutes. I haven't watched the rest of it, but I did. I know I mentioned our group chat, but I watched the one with Bukele, and that was really, really
That
good.
one was
So,
real good.
yeah, I think Bukele is an absolutely fascinating character, and I wanted to do like a long Twitter thread or like a long Twitter post on like why I'm a Bukele libertarian, not a
Everybody
Malay
but me.
libertarian. So yeah, I've been thinking about that, but like Bukele just. He has that like it factor. He's like that younger dude who's got charisma, and I don't know. He's just very likable. So I dig it.
Just surprising.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
Like,
interesting.
he's like a cool dictator.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny is that Vox, I think Vox published an article like kind of making fun of him, saying that he called himself the quote unquote coolest dictator in the world. I'm like, all right, I love this guy now. If Vox is calling him, if they're stabbing at him for calling himself the coolest dictator in the world, then I officially like this guy. And then ever since then, I'm like, okay, no, Bukele's like the guy. So El Salvador used to be like the murder capital of the world or something like the most crime-ridden country in the world. And they actually took their crime levels down beneath America at this point. So like there's, I think he said that it used to be in America, it was 3 per 100,000 people are murdered or something like that. And then now El Salvador is 2 per 100,000 people murdered, where once again, it used to be like 6 per 100,000. And yeah, I just thought that interview was fascinating. And I know the one with Thomas Massie is going to be fascinating as well, because Tucker Carlson doesn't seem to like to touch the Israel topic. And I find that very, very strange for how outspoken he is on Ukraine. But I feel like if he got pushed in the direction, like if brought up in conversation, he'd be right on it. But you would think that he would be more out there and outspoken about it.
He's probably talking to his AIPAC guy.
Probably.
That whole like back and forth between them about the AIPAC guy was hilarious.
That was good.
I think that was the
crazy.
first clip I saw from it, and I was just
He
like,
has an AIPAC
"Oh my
person.
god!"
Like,
What's that mean, an AIPAC
Okay,
person?
yeah.
it's like your babysitter, your AIPAC babysitter, who is always talking to you for AIPAC. They're probably a constituent in your district, but they are firmly embedded in AIPAC, and
Every member has something like this?
that's how it works on the Republican side. And when they come to DC, you go have lunch with them, and they've got your cell number, and you have conversations with them.
That's absolutely crazy.
I've had 4 members of Congress say, I'll talk to my AIPAC person. And it's literally what we call them, my AIPAC guy. I'll talk to my AIPAC guy and see if I can get him to dial those ads back.
Why have I never heard this before?
Why would they want to tell their constituents that they've basically got a buddy system with somebody who's representing a foreign country? It doesn't benefit
Tucker's
the
like, you're
congressman
blowing the
for
lid
people
off
to
my
know that, so
secret,
they're not
dude.
gonna
Shut
tell you
up.
that. Everybody but me has an AIPAC person.
What does that mean, an AIPAC person?
Yeah,
Dude, I think that's crazy because when he said that they're a constituent from their district, so that means that AIPAC is putting people in their specific district that
my
favorite
favorite part was when AIPAC went on Twitter to respond, right?
Oh,
and so they're like, I think it was last night, but they said, as usual, Thomas Massie is lying. AIPAC is made up of Americans, and Thomas Massie was like, yeah, that's what I said. like I said, it was a bunch of Americans who are loyal to Israel.
yeah.
Oh, yo, okay. Want to hear something crazy that you guys will 100% dig?
Mhm.
So my parents live out in Manchester Township, New Jersey. Okay, right next to them is Lakewood, New Jersey, and a few months ago, I was out there and I was taking my dad around on errands, and we were in Lakewood, and there's like a lot of Hasidics, like a lot of Hasidic Jews, like a lot. And I was like, is there like a community? Like, there's like a noticeable amount of Hasidic Jews in this, like in all the stores here and stuff. He's like, yeah, they're all moving in Lakewood and buying a property. I was like, why Lakewood, New Jersey? It's a random ass fucking place. And then he told me, and if he's trolled me, good on him, because I'm telling the world now. He said they believe that the Messiah is going to like show up in Lakewood, New Jersey, and they're like getting ahead of it.
I mean, it does sound very similar to Lakewood Baptist Church. So
yeah, I don't know, but I was like, "Wait, you fucking with me?" He's like, "No, I'm dead serious." I was like, "Okay." Now months later, I'm gonna say it on a podcast because this triggered my memory. But like, if that's true, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Sam,
Or we can all move there and get ahead of the Messiah. I don't know.
Sam, zoom in on that a little bit so we could read it.
I thought it was.
And highlight.
I thought
Okay,
it was
yeah.
because New York City kept shutting down their playgrounds. So
Yeah, we can't get into our tunnels.
Playground.
you don't
The
remember that
underground
during
playgrounds.
COVID, whenever they kept locking the playgrounds and the Jews would go in there and cut the locks off.
Yeah. Well, Typo and I talked about this on our show. We were like, dude, the Jews in New York City have a better response to the COVID regime than just about any like middle America, Southern Baptist town did.
They damn near went full Amish on those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy? Both times I went up to
tunnels.
Both times I went up to New York, I literally had small Jewish people come up to me and ask, like, they got real close and said, "Are you Jewish?" I'm like, no. It was the strangest thing in the world.
Just yes, Kyle.
It's
You
the
fucked
beard.
up. You
all right. Yeah, maybe I could have joined the club. I could have been
closed
our
in
Mossad
the
guy.
tunnels.
Yeah,
it would've been if you chose not to.
after
Way to
the
go.
third time, you have to say yes to find out what the hell they want.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So
Usually.
once again, Massie for Kentucky peddles lies and tropes about AIPAC. We're a U.S. organization of 4.5 million American members, funded only by Americans. Massie's disdain for Israel and fellow Americans will not deter us from working to strengthen our country's ties with Israel. You know what's funny is that when Thomas Massie was on Part of the Problem recently, he actually said, he's like, I'm not anti-Israel. He's like, I'm just anti them kind of having this much influence over America. And it's the same thing that Brandon Herrera said, who was he was running for Congress down in Texas. And,
What he said on Tucker was, "I'm not anti-Israel. I'm anti-sending money anywhere."
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the right
It's
position.
like,
But
I don't want to spend money on any foreign nation, so I
Right.
don't care what you call yourself.
Yeah, well, Brandon Herrera was running a campaign down in Texas, and then AIPAC dumped. It was like $8 million into his opponent's campaign.
And still almost lost.
Yeah, he only beat him by like 400 votes or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh, he's
Crazy.
an anti-Israel candidate. And I think we talked about this in our little group chat, but he's Brandon Herrera responded to AIPAC because they called him anti-Israel. He said, I'm not anti-Israel. He said, I'm anti you guys fucking with our elections. He's like, you guys make fucking Russiagate look like a joke.
Yeah. No
And
joke.
he had like 20K likes on it. And the AIPAC ad only had like 600. I was like, wow, what a fucking
Tucker
ratio.
Carlson's response under there was like, Massie doesn't care what you think of him, which is pretty great. And then he puts links.
Links to the parts of the episode.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, that's the thing is like that. Brandon Herrera barely lost that election, like you said, and he's calling for a recount. But he's like, I'm only getting a recount because I think it's what I should do because everybody thinks that there's corruption. He was like, but I fully admit that I think we lost that election. But at the same time, it's just like if we had a Russia PAC or something like that, it would be everybody would say it's totally inorganic. None of these people are actually U.S. citizens, and it's just Russia interfering with our elections. But because it's Israel and because it's funded largely by Christian conservatives, it's like, oh yeah, they're just fine, and Israel can do whatever they want.
Hey Sam, follow AIPAC and see if they offer you a trip to Israel.
Is that a thing?
Typo's the most Jewish looking one here, so I don't know if Sam doing it will work. Oh, here we go.
Am good
Am
boy. We'll do it live.
Please.
Hey, you need that as one of your sound bites, Kyle. We'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Dude,
all right, well, you know what?
like, yes, that'd be great, dude. But you have to go.
Dude, Riley, this bitch.
Dude, you gotta go.
Yeah.
If it happens, you go.
Cleveland.
You
I'll give
bow your
Sam
head to the wall.
Sam's gonna come back and be like, fuck the Palestinians, bomb them all.
Yeah. So turn Gaza into a parking lot.
Or he just comes back like a high-powered CEO of a company. One of the two of them.
Jesus.
I'll go for it again.
Give him the D.
You want to be a movie producer? You want to run Target? You want to run? What do you want to do?
This is the funniest thing Sam has ever done.
Ever
It's
done.
amazing.
I bring it out in people.
Sam, you ever thought about producing porn?
Oh my God!
Do you have a
Listen,
daughter?
Sam has the shirts for it. He could totally button down the chest hair and just have the mustache.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he could shoot porn.
He just needs the chest hair to come out a little bit more. Too bad he can't spell.
This
He's
is also a
attacking
very
the bad
visual
boy.
bit. This is a very
Goyim,
visual
Goyim. You need to learn your place, Goyim.
bit. You have to explain what's going on.
Yeah,
Sam is just typed in the Jews on Twitter.
Sam is basically
Into the
gaping.
search bar.
Sam is gaping his asshole right now for AIPAC, and I love it.
Sam,
He's
Sam
gonna
has
get on.
tagged
He's gonna get
AIPAC
back.
like
He's gonna.
3
He's gonna
times.
get back on, and he's gonna be dressed like a Hasidic.
yeah.
His long blonde locks will be long blonde fucking sideburn curls.
He's typing out right now on a post. Our greatest ally is Israel. You are anti-American if you don't want all of us to Canadian healthcare ourselves for the chosen.
What it's
I like how he's doing this on his real account and just like
I know.
people be like, "What the fuck?"
What is happening? Sam's been taken.
Sam is trying to get a trip to Israel.
Well, you know what? To be fair, he's trying to do damage control because our first first couple episodes, we were dropping a lot of hard stuff about the Jays. So
Yeah.
Lebanon
Yeah.
is.
It was like 2
It's
months
been a
after
theme.
October 7th, though.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
around for
It's
like
been a
40
theme,
episodes
Lebanon
now.
is
How many?
rightful
40, yeah.
Israeli clay.
Holy shit, this is the 40th episode. Yo, Tam, we gotta do a cool 50th special for something. We should just tase Sam for the 50th episode.
Oh,
Tase?
man.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
I thought he said
I'm
taste.
down.
No, we can do that too. We can taste him. I mean, he's not gonna be able to do much when he's laying
Have
out,
you
passed out.
I was gonna say, have you seen him? You can taste him through the camera some days. Adam Nutter is a Nazi. He wants to taste me.
Hey, no. Actually, I don't give a fuck. I said it.
Tag him, pussy. Tag him. Sam is tweeting out Adam Nutter is a Nazi. He wants to tase me
Oh, I thought
because
it
of
was
my
just-
newfound Oh,
I thought
Nazi
he was going with the
sympathizer.
other N word. I don't know what you're allowed to be saying. I'd say it on my show, but this is my show.
I'm
so
gonna get
I'm just
fucking
gonna
banned from
censor
Twitter for
myself.
this. This is how I go out.
Try
5
harder,
minutes
Wop.
later, you're blocked, Adam.
That's how I go out.
Gone.
Dude, the first time Adam came on our show, 2 hours later he was kicked off of Twitter.
That's true.
Oh,
That is true.
not a good
I was
sign.
like, sorry, buddy. It was a theme on our show for a while.
Yeah.
People would get banned after doing our show. I don't know why. I think we just bring it out of them after they go on and they get on Twitter and they say some shit that gets them banned off Twitter. I don't know.
Papa Elon brought
This
me back.
happens.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, Adam and Typo are the only two people in here that I've actually drank with in person. So
Oh, down at Childerberg with Typo,
No.
right? That's
with
no,
where you guys
Typo
no,
were.
and
you
then
were at,
Adam at Buck's
different.
house.
Yeah, right.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I'm gonna be in
Nice.
Texas in September, Tommy.
Oh no shit. Where at?
Yeah, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, maybe Dallas.
When you hit Houston, give me the dates and I'll come
Okay.
up
In fact,
yeah.
I have also more fun fact. Austin show. Guess who's gonna be opening for me a little bit? The man himself, Scott Horton.
Oh no!
No way!
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yep. It's getting all set up. So he's gonna be opening for me
Nice.
down in Austin. So it's gonna be late
Hell
September.
yeah.
Nice.
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
That's badass. Yeah, that's cool. Where are you gonna be at in Austin?
I don't know. I don't have all the details yet, honestly. I don't even have dates
Okay.
yet. I just know it's gonna be late September and it's those cities. That's all I have so far.
Yeah, let me know.
Okay,
I'll
for sure.
I'll be around in September. I can make it to Houston in September.
Sick.
So
It's only
I
like
re-
2 hours from the house.
I had Scott on the show once a while back, and like it was pretty, straightforward. We shot the shit and then did the show and then got off. And then the second time I had him on, he was way more casual. And there's a certain somebody that he mentioned because I asked him his opinion about him, and he like sat back in his chair. He looked like fucking stoned out of his mind. He goes, "Oh, that motherfucker, that gay fucking faggot with the penis hanging out of his fucking mouth." I was like, "Whoa!"
Dude, Scott, man.
People don't know unless you know Scott like really well behind the scenes. That motherfucker's based as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I
he'll
saw that.
say some shit to you in private that like you're like,
Yeah.
damn,
I saw
all
that
right.
in
Yeah.
Childerberg. I saw that in Childerberg because all the shows that I watch Scott on, it's more of a professional setting, and he really brings it in and like really comes out as a professional on most of the shows he's on. But at
Yeah.
Childerberg, I was like, "Whoa, dude, this is not the Scott Horton I'm used to. This is pretty cool."
Yeah.
So, someone had told me while they were up at Pork Fest that someone said something about 9/11 or something like that, and Scott just turned around and fucking lit him the fuck up right on the spot.
Yeah, you can get him going.
Yeah, like
Well, Adam Fitzgerald's his dude on 9/11, so like,
yeah,
he loves Adam Fitzgerald, so like,
Yeah.
he knows all that shit, you know.
yeah. So
I always say Adam Fitzgerald is the Scott Horton of 9/11.
yes, that's accurate. That is very accurate. And Scott had got Connor Freeman all wound up, and he had him go after Luke Rudkowski because Luke talks about the Uyghur genocide stuff and then the organ harvesting stuff over in China, and he knows that Connor can't stand that kind of shit. So he got them like all together, and he said Scott just like kicked his legs up and sat back and watched him, and Connor fucking went up and started grilling him.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Scott's like a fucking evil mastermind, and you would never know.
Scott's freaking awesome, man. Like people don't, like I said, you don't like really, once you get to know him like outside of his shows and stuff like that, like he's a different person. You're like, oh, okay, this dude's like for real, for real.
Yep.
Typo, is that you?
What is
Yeah. It was his
They're
dogs.
fucking-
that? Oh,
They started playing right behind my fucking computer, dude. They're fucking monsters.
They're little monsters. Dude, Typo, I'm digging the dirty Sanchez you got going on right now, boy.
I
Look
see
at that
it.
shit.
Trying
do you
something, dude, I'm trying something.
Hold on, wait.
dude.
Zoom in.
Oh my god.
How does your mustache look Jewish? I don't get it. What is that? I don't know what that word means there, Sam.
I think he spelled it incorrectly.
I think he meant to say
canonically.
Canonically, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Instead he said
I thought I was just retarded.
canonically.
No, but Sam is
Commercially.
retarded. He does have the lowest IQ out of all of us. Remember that? Remember when we
Yes,
put
he
him on that?
does.
He,
So-
he
Yep.
took an IQ test live on the show and like fucking bombed it.
Yeah, well,
That's amazing.
he is retarded, so that all checks out.
No wonder the production quality of the show is what it is.
I
You
got
didn't get a
like
165.
it's
You
like
got a
all those-
18 or something. Shut up.
No, it was
liar.
108. It was
Oh,
108.
108.
I
Good.
don't.
I remember.
But see, I don't know what's worse: if you taking an IQ test on a podcast and bombing it, or taking a genetics test as a white supremacist and bombing it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that
Typo, how's that feel?
I know, dude. Yeah, dude. I'm like, well, here's the question though. I'm like 0.6% sub-Saharan African, apparently, according to 23andMe. Does that give me a pass or what?
No, I don't think you could be part of the 1488 if you have that.
Yeah,
Well,
you
does
got
that give me a
the got the
pass
N-word
for the-
pass.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's the pass he wants.
That's the pass that matters.
one drop rule.
As he drinks PBR.
The most fucking
Man,
white
no
trash
shit whiter
beer.
than PBR.
The racist beer in the most
that
racist
motherfucker's
beer in the
gonna
United States.
That dude's gonna follow up a PBR with an OE.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
dude, that fucking
He's
beer
gonna show up.
comes-
He's gonna come back. He's gonna leave the screen, come back in a minute playing Edward 40 Hands, pissing himself
Yeah,
on the
he's-
podcast.
Dude, I introduced Typo to OEs in fucking Japan, man.
He
Dude,
did.
PBR
I
comes
was-
with a burning cross. Actually, that's actually comes.
It's a Milwaukee beer. Like, how?
Hey Sam, get this on screen
That's
right now. I
crazy.
swear to God. I swear to God, get this on screen right now.
Fucking Sam.
What-
Because all it does
Um,
is distract me, and then I can't talk about anything interesting because this is. I'm
I
looking
know.
at
I start
some shit.
watching.
I know. I can't pull it on my side, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna prove that he's a shitty producer to everybody live as we are here.
Just kick him again. Kick him. Kick him.
All you really gotta do is just.
Sad.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Listen, it can't be as bad as our episode with Phil, where he sat on for 2 hours or for an hour afterwards playing Elden Ring with no sound.
Yeah, that was bad.
That
too.
was insane.
Yeah.
Oh man, my brain. Never mind.
I don't know. I don't know what was worse though, him playing Elden Ring with no sound, or leaving me with Phil for like a half hour straight.
Oh shit. Dude, Phil can talk, boy. He can talk.
Oh
Yeah.
my
He is a
god,
talker.
you can't stop him either. You cannot stop. I tried, and he just fucking right fucking through me.
He's like the old white guy that pulled the gun on the protesters, bro. He just keeps going. He doesn't care. He'll just plow right through them motherfuckers.
Based Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
Rex,
what is up with the protesters lately? They've been getting fucked up lately, from what I've seen. Especially all the climate change ones. They've been getting tested.
Oh,
and
dude,
people are just done.
The stop
Dude,
oil
I am-
people.
I am-
That's my favorite.
I'm so ready for these pro-Palestinian protesters to start throwing these LGBTQ protesters off roofs.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's what I
Never
said.
happening. Because they're cut from the same cloth.
Oh, you didn't see they got
Yeah.
in a fight the other day though?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
was it
Yeah,
really
I
a
was like,
fight?
I was like,
Was
they're
it really a
about to-
fight?
They're about to. Well, I mean,
Well, as
they're
much
about
as
to-
what they
they're
can
about
fight.
to go Saudi Arabia on these motherfuckers. Like, you suck the dick,
Dude.
all right.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
that
we,
you remember that old Sam Kinison joke about the Pope? And
Yes.
he's talking about the gay guy coming up to the Pope asking for forgiveness. He's like, "Sorry, I don't make the rules. You suck the dick, you lose the kingdom." I mean,
Yeah. There is a really fucking funny delusion that they think like all the gay people think that like Palestine just supports them for some reason because they support Palestine.
Yeah.
Dude, if they went over there, it'd be like the scene in fucking The Departed with Martin Sheen falling from the roof. It'd be like-
Yeah, dude. It'd be
It'd be
stoned
like that,
into
dude.
square.
Yeah, it's crazy. What a delusion. It's absolutely insane.
what do you make about the
Yeah.
Amazon getting addicted to porn as soon as they get freaking internet?
Oh,
I-
I saw
Did y'all
that
hear about that?
article.
I think that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
dudes being dudes.
I don't know. I saw a chick in that photo.
Yeah, imagine they're probably, or the fucking Amazonians are probably there like, wait, you guys can just look up tits anytime, and the Americans are like, yeah, and like you could just do
Yeah.
this anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it really it's like that Family Guy episode with Quagmire. He finds out internet porn's real, and then like
Yeah, he's like,
arms just fucking
on.
chat.
This was Klaus Schwab's like plan the whole time to get the third world onto the internet, because he was like, yeah, like we can't have these people not connected to the internet. This was part of the whole fourth industrial revolution idea, was you had to get these people that were resistant to technology to sign on to technology. So Klaus Schwab just introduced them to porn, and they're all in.
Yeah.
it's that easy.
I mean, that's how it got me at fucking 13.
Yeah, I saw it happen in the Marine Corps, dude. It was.
Yo, dude. It was. People would talk about it in the Marine Corps. They would be like, hey, did you see this video? And people would have full on like how we talk about movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
People would
Next
talk
time we
about
see
porn
that
in the
hut,
Marine Corps.
it's gonna say sponsored by Pornhub on the top.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
The new Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Oh, we
Check
got
it
their
out.
sound. What the
Those
hell's
swimsuit
going on?
issues don't.
We're gonna get
excite me
pulled.
like
Just
they
play
used
the
to.
just play the punchline, because we'll get pulled probably for that Family Guy clip.
Hey, Peter. I've
There's
just
no
been,
audio. I don't know why.
I hear it.
There is audio.
Oh, I can hear it. It's low, but I can hear it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go and check my.
There's always one. There's always one.
Left-handed people are so weird.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Well, and then now this is him today. Oh, hold on.
I was like, what? What are we
Yeah,
looking
why?
at?
What are we looking at?
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We went to it's called First Friday in Phoenix, and it's like first Friday of every month they shut down a road in downtown Phoenix, and they do they do like an art festival and stuff like that, and it's like art and music, and people are selling shit, and it's very eclectic, I'll say it like that. But the halfway
Damn,
through,
Rich. You called it the Bible. We called that guy Dad. we were walking, and all of a sudden you just hear people yelling like pro-Palestinian stuff. They got a pro-Palestinian flag walking down the middle of the street. There was like 4 different groups that were pro-Palestinian, and then all of them are surrounded by like LGBTQ plus flags. And I was like, I don't think they understand what they're like. They're just not. They wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist. This shit's happening in real life. I thought it was a movie set. I thought it was a joke.
Nah, dude, this shit's happening in real fucking life.
No doubt. Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I live in a town of 2,000 people, so I don't have to worry about those idiots.
Yeah. Well,
really
I used to say that too, Tommy. I
We're
used
shocked
to
if
say
we
that
see a
too.
black guy around here. You should see when Quincy comes over to the house. It's like a spectacle. Like it's like a bearded woman
fucking
just showed
Quincy.
up to town.
Dude, I agree with you that I thought the same thing, but my small town. So when I'm living in Southern Illinois, and my small town had what was it? The Roe versus Wade got overturned, and even though Illinois didn't, they still have abortions. We still have abortions here. There was a protest outside my courthouse in my town. It was like mostly high school girls and like some teachers from the high school. And I was like, why is there a protest in my town? I left the
And there's
city
like
to get
5,000
away from
people.
this. Yeah, I left the city to get away from this. I was mind blown, dude. It was like a Sunday, and they're pro-choice or whatever. I was like, dude, this is insane. So I moved.
Our grocery store like enforced mask mandates for like 1 week, and then they realized that nobody liked going to the grocery store anymore, because that's where a lot of the town gets its social activity. So they would just like they would meet out in front of the grocery store and just talk in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Without buying anything. So they just lifted the mask mandate. They were like, yeah, we're not selling anything now. Like,
And
we thought
here
people
in
came here because
Illinois-
they had to eat, and they come here to like talk.
Yeah, well, in my small town, like we're in Illinois, so technically that was the rule. There would be signs posted everywhere, but people just walk in and without a mask, and no one said anything, and it just became normal that no one gave a fuck. It was well, we don't have a health department in my county. We're so small.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing like that. Like City Hall is always empty. We don't even have police around here. Like every once in a while, the county cops like drive by or something, but for For the most part, there's no police around here.
Yeah, the town I live in now has 2 cops.
This is what they would do with gays in Palestine, is my understanding. Hold on, there we go.
Don't threaten them. With a good
There's
time.
no nudity. It's censored.
Oh my God.
You promised that my.
Wait a minute.
You have to let go of the.
Oh, it's Dan Bilzerian.
Oh.
All right, ready? Ready? Oh my God.
Did she make it? Did she make it?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
that
insane.
was close.
Oh my God, dude.
She actually broke her leg.
Yeah, no
Oh
shit.
my
They hit the
God.
fucking side of the pool.
Throw her again.
Their ass back up there.
Yeah.
You failed.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Aim for the other side of the pool next time.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
front lawn.
throw her in the shallow end. Damn it.
Hold on. Let's get Roger Clemens up there to throw this bitch.
Dude, I can't believe Dan Bilzerian does some of the craziest shit. I think he sent like 4 or 5 girls to the hospital at this point.
Based.
Oh, yeah. They fucked up his breakfast. What do you expect?
Damn. You talking about breaking a bitch's back.
It was so quiet for you to say that right then. That was wild.
I know. That was perfect timing. The comedian, he knows best, dude.
I was just trying to imagine how hung you would have to be to send 5 bitches to the hospital.
It wasn't. It's from doing shit like that, throwing them off the roof and hitting the pool. He's just like an idiot that tries to do all that shit.
Dude, you see Dan Bilzerian going hard at Israel lately.
I love it.
Oh, let me guess. You want to vote? Try this on your size.
Dude, he even went after Donald Trump Jr. on it. Like, he was in a space with him.
I
And so,
know.
he was like, dude, we got to get rid of AIPAC. And they're like, well, how do you think, like, how should we fix this? He's like, yeah, dude, you just got to get rid of AIPAC. Like, I don't think that's the entirety.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it, dude. I'm all about him.
He's like,
shit on
we gotta
AIPAC.
take AIPAC out into my yacht. We'll fuck him. We'll put him back out into the world. He's like, that's what we gotta do with AIPAC.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw AIPAC in the pool.
Fucking ride the lightning, dude. Jesus.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, there was I don't know, there were some people from Daily Wire, I guess, that reached out to Candace Owen, like some interns or like small level employees that were like sympathetic to her, and they got fired because of that.
Whoa.
And the guy like put out a GoFundMe because he was fired from Daily Wire, and he was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna make rent or something." Like, I don't know why he's asking for money, but he is. And Dan Bilzerian sent him $5,000 and said, "Fuck Israel" in it.
Dude, they just pissed off too many people. Like, that's the thing, is like it's gotten to the point where it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if what they're doing is what they're doing and nefarious. It's like a lot of people just believe that they are. So guess what? That's how it's gonna be.
So you think he's going to start throwing Jews off of roofs? Is that what we're saying?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll pay for a flight trip up to New York for that one.
Every time a bell rings, a Jew gets its wings.
Oh my God. Start handing out Red Bulls.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's the absolute smugness that the Israeli government treats the rest of the world
That's
with,
truly
specifically
what it is.
America. And I think that's what pisses people off, is that when you see Netanyahu saying, like, we're going to ethnically cleanse Gaza and you guys have to take in the Palestinians because we don't want them. I think a lot of people are like,
dude, you're fucking Polish. What are you talking about?
I know.
I am. But I'm not
you. I'm talking about
No, Netanyahu is born.
Yeah,
I'm
Netanyahu's like Polish.
Kyle was like, I'm Polish.
Kyle took it personally.
Leave me alone.
He's a freaking Ashkenazi Jew. He's not even freaking Middle Eastern. Like, what are you talking about, you retard?
Netanyahu's actually, I think he's from like Philadelphia, if I remember correctly. He's not actually from Israel.
Are you serious?
He's born in Poland, but he went to school. Yeah,
He's
you're
the
right.
fresh
He went to
Jew of
school.
Bel Air.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he just did a West Philly song. In West Philadelphia, not born and raised.
The
I never
fresh
saw a
Prince
playground
Party.
in any of my days here.
You got one little fight with a Palestinian in his
he got beat up by a Palestinian when he was a kid, and then he grew up and he was like, you know what? I'm killing every single one of them.
You're going to Israel to learn to be a man.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, at this point, it's like it is that smugness, though. You know, it's just they can't get out of their own way.
Benzion?
Is that a 1488 dog whistle? They can't get out of their own way. Is that?
Wait, what's his? How do you pronounce his last name? Hey, Poland Kyle. How do you pronounce it?
Poland Kyle.
Boom. What did I say? Poland.
Benjian? I don't know.
Benjamin Milikowski.
Milikowski. Benjamin Milikowski.
Later, I love that in parentheses. It says later Netanyahu. Yeah, he was born in fucking Warsaw. Like, what the fuck?
He wasn't even introducing himself at the time. He was trying to say, "I'm not doing nothing. How about you?" And like they just like the accent threw everybody off.
Wait a minute.
He's like, "Nothing, you," and they're like, "Netanyahu." What?
This is wait, that wasn't. Go back. They said
that was his dad.
That was his dad.
I told y'all he's from
born 1910. He's dead at 102 years old. He died in 2012.
That's his dad.
Yeah.
Well, where's Netanyahu? Where was he born?
I think Poland still.
No, I think they were in Israel.
There you go.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think they were
born
in Israel
to
at the time.
Secular Jewish parents. Netanyahu was raised in West
Jerusalem. What? Born and raised.
West Jerusalem, born and raised.
Hanging out with the Goyim most of my days. You know, that's how I get it.
He's gonna come back next episode. He's gonna have a full fucking rap for this.
I've been thinking of one the whole time in my head.
Yeah. He's gonna do a rap. He's gonna do a rap like Ben Shapiro did, dude.
Oh, dude, that was disgusting.
It was so Jewish.
It was hilarious.
That rap was
of all time.
Like the right needs to stay away from like music and movies.
What made it so funny was he was serious, and that just made it even funnier because it's like if let's say one of us were to go and do some shit like that, we would understand that we were being comical and we were having fun with it. This guy thought for real he sounded good.
That he was doing something.
Yeah.
He thought he just won over
that made it even
the younger
funnier.
generation. He just thought he thought he won over the younger generation with that rap with what's
like
that
Who was it?
Kanye who?
He's the Pepsi Jew. He's the voice of the new generation.
Biggie, stand aside. We have a new king rap.
Hey, nothing. What about Netanyahu?
Netanyahu.
Yeah, I remember that interview was so fucking funny, especially the part where he's like, no, we love, there's a lot of things I love about Hitler.
Or rocket people, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's crazy.
They had some real nice style.
They did, dude. Hugo Boss knew how to make a goddamn uniform. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he did.
Fuck, man.
Dude, me, Luke, and even Sam can even say this as Marines that we have the best uniform in the United States military. I'm just gonna say, dude. I don't know.
It's real close. Dress blues,
it's real close. It's real close, man.
You know what makes the SS uniforms look cool? Because I mean, obviously Star Wars got it from that, but they're so empire-y.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, this fits a cool motif. I don't know. Like, it just does. Like, villains always look cooler. That's how it goes.
It just does something for me sexually. You know what I mean?
I feel like in a lot of ways they played into it, which like was the smartest thing they could ever do.
Yeah. It's a fucking what?
Like it was
stupid. I hate you, Sam, so much. Amkunin Harambe.
I don't get the
It's a
joke.
Marine. It's a Marine guy killing himself so he can go see Harambe.
Got it. Okay. Oh, is he calling you retarded, guys? Is that what he's saying? He's saying you're retarded, or like
I think
you guys
he's a
retarded?
Marine too.
like
so
No,
he's
that's what I meant.
retarded as well.
I meant like you guys.
Yeah.
Like he's calling you guys
This
retarded as a whole.
comic, that comic he showed is like it's a pretty popular comic amongst the Marine Corps.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this makes sense.
Dude, would you guys still let me on the podcast if I had a neck tattoo with the Eagle Globe and Anchor? Like,
Nah,
my
probably
fucking
not.
character?
Probably not, because it's gay.
We almost didn't let you on tonight.
That's true. That's a meeting. We had a
We had a
Yeah,
private
yeah.
discussion with Tommy.
I was napping. Leave me alone. I was just late to the party. I had to take a nap. They said our uniforms weren't. Well, yeah, the Marine Corps' uniforms weren't designed by Hugo Boss, but the SS uniforms were, the SS uniforms were.
That's what he's saying.
Designed by Hugo Boss. He was like, our uniforms weren't.
No.
Yeah, I know that.
Ours was like just like the dress blues is just like a rip off from like our first uniform or something like that. It's like the very first.
Could you imagine wearing that in war? They wore that on shit.
No, dude. Sam, pull up our blues and imagine fighting a combat situation with this. It's like the most retarded looking. Like it looks cool, and like the leather neck makes sense because like at the time there was like swords.
Right.
It protect your neck from getting like sliced. But dude, look at Sam. You got to pull this up. It's like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever. It's so uncomfortable to wear. Like after
it's uncomfortable to wear now.
After like 2 hours, you're just like, I'm gonna kill myself. Canadian healthcare myself.
Canadian healthcare.
Canadian healthcare.
Yeah, look at that. Can you imagine?
Could have maybe pulled up the worst picture of all time to show what you guys are talking about. Maybe the worst picture of all time. How hard could it be to pull up just a regular standard picture of dress blue uniforms?
That dude's not even wearing pants.
Yeah.
That usually happens though. Yeah,
somebody should throw him off the roof.
Well, you know what?
I mean,
with those legs,
it'll be okay.
That's what I was gonna say. If he hits his legs, he might bounce or something.
Yeah,
he might hurt the deck.
What are we gonna get? Like
it looks like he shaved a little deep.
What is this?
That looks like stolen valor. I don't know anything about it. That looks like stolen valor.
Definitely stolen valor.
Was he in an airport?
In the mall?
He's in a mall. He has too many medals that look Russian. I don't know.
This dude totally looks like if you opened up his fucking Cadillac, it smelled like black ice.
Dude, that dude looks like a South American dictator.
Okay, that looks like a drill instructor. I'll be honest. That looks like
that looks real.
He
looks like a penis. Like that's what all drill instructors look like.
That guy is 25 years old, by the way.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so true. Like that's the wildest part of that statement is that it's so true. That guy is 25.
That is nuts. Like you don't know anything, like in life. You have no life skills or experience.
Dude, he's only a green belt too.
What a fag.
Yeah, what a loser.
I just had to go work on Luke Air Force Base again, and they always pull up my fucking picture, my cat card picture from the Marine Corps, and I look like I'm fucking dying in that picture, and it looks like an SS prisoner of war in that picture. I wish I had a picture of it. Maybe I could. I think I have it somewhere. I'll send it to Sam and see if he can put it up. I look like I'm fucking an SS soldier, dude.
No, I will say the Marine dress blues are pretty crisp. They are nice. The
dope.
Navy
It
shit
looks so
as
good.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dress whites?
Navy.
Yeah, not a fan.
No, I like white, but like that just does not look good.
What sucks now is like the Navy used to be the gay, but now it's like all the branches. All the branches of the gay.
I like how Adam says I like white, like nobody knew that.
Yeah. You're right. I was just repeating myself. That's redundant. I don't know. I mean, Air Force I think they have a nice one too, don't they? The Air Force?
No, there's the worst, actually, I think.
Or maybe, well, I'm thinking of another one that's kind of up there with the dress blues. I just don't know what branch it is. Or it's like, it's not as nice, but it's like the second best one. I just don't know the branch.
Army's not bad. With kind of
Army's looks good.
Yeah,
I just hate their hat. I just hate that hat. It looks like
everybody
they
that
had a
had it.
stroke. Yeah, looks like they had a stroke. And it's just like
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
beret.
you're talking
I
about
know
the
what it's
berets?
called. It's not a beret. It's like a cover.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that called? Even like what? Like it looks like a French fryer guy hat, like from the 50s. Like a fryer, like a line fry, like a fry cook, dude.
Well, when I was in, we were wearing berets. We wore a
Oh
lid.
yeah. Sam, I sent it to you.
Yeah, you're right. We were because I guess because I was in the infantry, we wore berets. So
Okay, the one in the middle I like. It was the one in the middle.
The one in the middle, that is fuck. What is that? That's an officer's uniform. Oh no, he's a. What is that? I can't tell what's inside the middle of it. I can't tell. I think that's Air Force. I think you're right. Or is this the guys? I can't tell. It's too blurry.
I like the brown though.
Brown's good.
I don't know. I don't like the color as much as I like the look of the uniform.
Yeah.
The color.
Middle one is army dress. Green is service. Yeah. The green, like we had the green service dress uniforms for the Marine Corps as well. You just don't see them as often. It sucks ass wearing those though. They started because we went to peacetime while it wasn't peacetime, but we went to peacetime while we were in the Marine Corps. And we had Chuck Fridays. So we had to wear our service Charlies every Friday, which is basically like it's like a button down shirt, like khaki shirt with the green pants. And it fucking sucked to wear because you still had to do your normal ass job that you did the rest of the week in, your like a combat uniform, but then you had to do it in fucking service. There it is. Oh. Look, there's my SS picture.
Yeah, you look like you're gonna blink us a fucking Morse code of where you are.
You look constipated.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was probably just fucking trying not to die. Trying not to kill myself while taking this picture. Yep. That's so the SS. You could impose that. I'm sure you could find somebody that looks like that in 1938.
Yeah, you can.
Like
an
exactly
Nazi yearbook.
You do kind of look like John McCain as a POW there.
I was skinny as fuck in the military.
Yeah,
I was malnourished.
Tommy, you were in the Army, right?
Yeah.
What years were you in?
Oh man, they kicked me out after a year. But it was 2000. Man, like a bunch of personal shit. You know how the military is about credit and shit like that. And I was going through a divorce, and my wife started letting like things get repossessed and foreclosed on, and it was just they were like my unit was deploying to Afghanistan, and they're like, we can't let you deploy with all this nonsense going on in your personal life. So we're gonna we're gonna keep you here with all the injured, or we're going to let you out. What do you want to do? And I was like, well, just get me out of here. Cause I don't want to just sit around here with all the guys that got hurt.
That's wild.
And what years were you in?
It was 2000. Okay. So I was in basic training during 9/11. So
awesome.
I went in.
I'm actually surprised they kicked you out because of that. I'm super surprised.
I went in 2001 in like May. I want to say it was May of 2001, and then because I was infantry. So in the Army, they combine your AIT and your basic together if you're infantry. So it was like 16 weeks. So I was in the AIT portion of training whenever 9/11 happened.
So can I ask you, how did you find out? Did they tell you that 9/11 happened?
They brought us to Chow Hall and let us watch on the television when the second plane hit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
they're
crazy.
like they got us all down in formation early in the morning, walked us to Chow Hall, and as we're watching the television, they're sitting there like screaming in our faces, we're under attack, you motherfuckers better get ready type shit, Yeah. And we're like, all right, And then they cut a lot of our AIT. It was kind of weird. There was a lot of the training that we didn't get to complete because they had us armed guards at all the entrances of the base because they wanted to fortify the entrances. So they had more people. So they had us armed before we had even finished all our like shooting training and all that good jazz. They had us armed and down there and ready to go to town if something happened at the entrance. And then after that, I went to airborne school. And so, and then after airborne school, I went to RIP, and I actually almost made it all the way through RIP, and I failed out of RIP the last day. You had to do a 5-mile run in 43 minutes. And I did the 5-mile run in 43 minutes and 50 seconds because during airborne school, during airborne school, I had torn my groin. And so it slowed me down a bit. But so, so I ended up going I ended up going to Bragg, and I was stationed at Bragg. And my unit was about to deploy out to Afghanistan after I had been there for 6 or 7 months. My wife had decided to divorce me. Like I said, she started letting it get a bunch of shit, get foreclosed on, and all that crap was going on. And so they were just like, yeah, we can't deploy you with all this going on, because attorneys were constantly contacting the unit, about all the crap, but between the divorce and everything else. And then JAG won't help you with family law. So I was kind of off on my own. I didn't know how to deal with it.
How old were you?
I was 21.
Well, I'd say you legitimately dodged a bullet on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I got friends like Matthew Ho, like Typo. Like, I know a lot of guys that, saw action. And yeah, with my mentality, it probably would have been well, just knowing what I know about what my buddies saw that did go. Yeah. Like, it probably would have been legitimately bad for me because of the way that my mind works. I probably would have been, because as it was, it took me almost 10 years to just readjust to civilian life. And that's just after a year in the military. I can't imagine what would have happened to me mentally if I would have actually gone to war.
Dude, it was, me and Luke knew 2 combat vets. And we were like, we didn't live with them at the, 3 at the time, but we were like friends with them or acquaintance with them as they were transitioning. It was a shit show, dude. It was a massive shit show hanging out with those guys. They were on edge constantly, and we would be drinking, which we should not have been doing. Not with them, but it got.
Well, and one of our buddies, we joke about him now because we called him a retard before, but then he fucking, what was it? It was almost 6 years after he was out of the military. He moved away from all of his friends to a place that he wasn't really familiar with. Yeah, he was alone and by himself, and then he put a 45 ACP in his fucking mouth, and luckily, it bounced around and came out the other side of his jaw, and he didn't pass away. And now it just looks like he's legitimately retarded, and we give him a hard time about it all the time. We had him on the show, and he just sounds like this yee fucking dude that had a stroke. And
if you wouldn't know him, you wouldn't know that he attempted. You would not know that. You would just look at him and be like, "Oh, there's something off with this guy." There's something wrong here.
Yeah. Kind of looks like
he's a great guy.
Downs now.
We love him. We thank God it didn't happen, but
looking like Ed Norton at the end of Fight Club.
Yeah,
no joke.
Well, like halfway through, I mean, this is a little detail, but halfway through, he just flinched, and instead of shooting up,
you call him a pussy for that?
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
When we finally got to talk to him. When we finally got to talk to him,
that's what. That's exactly why he never shot expert.
Yeah. You fucking marksman.
Yeah, but I mean, in like the reality of it, it's like, oh wow, so you mean sending young men to fight a fucking bullshit thing, however many miles it is away from home for no reason at all, fucks them up? Yeah.
I mean, no, for sure. Very like I'm like solid. Like Matthew Ho is probably one of my best friends. Like, we're solid.
That's awesome.
Like friends, and like the first couple of times I had him on was to talk about PTSD and overcoming that. And because I kind of came around like and met him through Scott Horton. And when I met him, he had a German Shepherd that he had as a service dog. But because he had broke his back and had so many injuries from being in the military, he couldn't keep up with the activity of the German Shepherd. and I'm a pit bull guy. And so when he like, I thought literally he was going to go into a serious state of depression. He had to give that dog up, that German Shepherd, just because he couldn't do it. And he had become quite attached to the dog, obviously, you know, because that was his like how he dealt with his trauma was having that dog to love on.
All of our combat vets adopted a dog, by the way.
Right.
Yep. Every single, even us.
And I think it was like 8 months. I think she was like 8 months old and he had to get rid of her. But the next dog that the facility that he was working with actually adopted out to him as a service animal was a pit bull. And because I always had pit bulls, we always talked about that. And now he has a second dog. And so, yeah, no, I love Matt to death. He's a great dude and he's very open, and he actually works with veterans with PTSD and stuff like that, you know?
Wow.
So,
yeah, I hear him a lot
awesome.
on Judge Knapp's show. That's where I hear him a lot.
Oh, does he go on there a lot?
Yeah, he does. It's like once a week.
Yeah, I'll tell
Dude,
you what, Judge Knapp's been fucking awesome about lifting up our guys. He's had Kyle Anzalone on a bunch. He had Connor Freeman on a whole bunch, Scott Horton, Matthew Ho.
Well, Matt really, he's more of a progressive in all honesty. He's much more of a lefty progressive type. He always says that he's my favorite communist. You know, it's just kind of a running joke between us. You know, but yeah, I love the guy. And I mean, we disagree vehemently on economics, but I couldn't like the guy more, you know? So it's like,
yeah,
I don't have to talk to you about stuff that we don't agree on. I could just sit and have a conversation with him. And he has so much knowledge from his time being overseas and the time he spent, you know, engaged in war and understanding what was going on, that it's so interesting to talk to him, because you get such an insight from him.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are really cool to talk to. Some of the best people I met in the Marine Corps was the EOD guys that we had. For those that don't know, it's explosive ordnance disposal. And those guys were just some of the coolest fucking guys out there. But one of them, this guy Murkowski, I'd always talk to him and I was like, so how is it? Because EOD is kind of a crazy job. I was like, how is it doing the job? Because they were trying to get me to go do it. And he's like, to be honest, man, it's pretty easy. He's like, either I do my job or it's not my problem anymore. And I'm like, well, I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, Matt had actually, he got recruited into the Green Party. I think it was in 2022. He got recruited into the Green Party to run for Senate in like North Carolina.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So he had a run-in with some conservative. I can't remember who it was. He had a run-in with some conservative about trans ideology. And I remember like him like actually coming to me and talking to me about it, because he was like, well, how should I talk to these people about this? Because I know there are issues with the trans ideology, but at the same time, I don't want to be discriminatory and I don't want to be like insensitive to people and, you know, their mental health or, you know, their problems, you know, because he's been through so much. And so I actually helped like talk him through how to deal with more of the right-leaning kind of, like, I say trolls, but it was just people that were kind of showing up to his events and were trying to challenge him on stuff and just really wanted to argue with him and, you know, get like kind of this like viral moment online. And so we chatted about that. And I was like, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Like if somebody's actually like legitimately having some kind of mental issue, you don't want to be like, oh yeah, go fuck yourself, you know? But at the same time, you got to understand some of the stuff you're seeing, especially when it comes to children, it's a big problem. So we like talked through that. And I actually kind of helped advise him a little bit on how to deal with some of these types of people on that issue.
Hey, they're great. Dope. They're great knot tires.
Jesus Christ, Adam.
I could see him waiting for a moment. He was just
I know, dude.
waiting.
I know he was like smirking a little, like he got told, he knew what he was gonna say. I'm like, okay.
He got told he was muted in the chat, and he smiled and started shaking his head because he was just waiting for his moment to be like.
I was like,
let me just slip in here. He was looking down range for that one. He was ready.
He walked right in front, like pop, red mist. See you later, man.
He wouldn't have flinched.
No, it's.
I was gonna say, what's trans ideology? You see this rope? See that beam?
Dude, I think I just talked about this the other day, but I was like, we have no idea what we're in for. We think the suicide problem now in the United States is bad. Just wait, give it 10 years. Give it fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I agree with you. Sadly,
there was a dude that was he was talking to Chat GPT-4 and he was asking about prescription medicine. What's his name? I shared it earlier today, but it was like 25 million or 250 million people in the United States are like on some form of antidepressant is what Chat GPT was telling him. And he was like, there's 350 million people in the United States. And Chat GPT is like, yes, there's 2/3 of the United States or something like that are on antidepressants. And if that's fucking true, he was like, if this is true, like, what the fuck is going to happen to us in the next fucking 10 years?
You know what? I like hearing about
a couple of years ago. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
No, I like hearing about stuff like that because it's Tommy, you and I were talking about this yesterday, but like to just not be average, the bar is so fucking low.
So
Yeah, so I mean, like, life for us is gonna be good no matter what because I'm gonna assume none of us are really on that kind of stuff.
No.
So like,
No, I am gonna kill myself, but not because of that. It's coming down.
Yeah.
I like how
antidepressants are alcohol.
I like how Kyle is just embracing being a mid.
Yeah. I mean, everybody else sucks so bad that like to be mid is to be superior.
It's like, I was gonna say, I agree. Like, just if you go to the gym, eat healthy,
you know what's crazy?
Like, just have a job. You're fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
What's crazy is a couple of years ago, the suicide rate of veterans was 22 a day. Like in the next 10 years, it's going to be 40% a day.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, you motherfucker!
I'm surprised. I am surprised you didn't catch on to that quicker because I caught that right away.
Sometimes it takes a second to process. Okay, guys, I was in the Marine Corps. Let's calm down.
We're a little slow, all right?
Nobody accused them of being smart. That's why they joined the Marine Corps.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right, so guys, we're in a little bit of a dilemma. So Sam's not here anymore, and I'm the only other person with control of this, but I have to leave. So
Okay.
Oh, we
have
can.
to
We're
end
We're
it.
at the hour mark anyways.
I don't know how else to end this because Sam left.
Well, okay. So
So-
last night I was supposed to record for 1 hour and we went 3 hours. Tonight I told my wife it was going to be 2 hours and we've gone 1 hour. So hey, I think we're averaging pretty
we
good.
broke
Even
we
now.
broke even.
All about balances, checks and balances. Kyle.
All right, well, let's.
Or actually, Tommy,
We're
we're going
all
to
close.
you and your
Let's
stuff.
Tommy,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tommy, start with you.
Yeah, year zero. You can find me at the Libertarian Institute. It's libertarianinstitute.org, year-0. Or you can go to Rumble. I'm working on some Rumble issues. I'm having issues lately. But then I have a Substack. It's TommySalmons.com. And you can find all my stuff going up right there at TommySalmons.com. That'll link you directly to my Substack, and you'll get all of my podcasts.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Kyle.
Yeah, you can find me, Komentovic, on Twitter. I just did a podcast yesterday, as Tommy said, with him, and we talked for quite a while, and no political stuff, so it was a pretty refreshing talk. I think you guys will enjoy it quite a bit. So make sure you go check out and follow Year Zero. And yeah, my podcast in Liberty and Health. I have Sabby Sabs from the Revolutionary Blackout Network coming on. She's a little bit more of a progressive. She's coming on Wednesday at 5:30. I don't think there's gonna be a cognitive vigilance this week because I'm going to hang out with Red Hawk in real life, which I'm pretty stoked for.
That's
and
awesome.
then yeah, Common Crown as well. We got some tons of new stuff in the works, lots of new material, and then we're going to be opening for Drowning Pool next month. At the end of this month, at the end of this month.
Hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Football playlist, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna be we're opening up for Hinder.
Follow that guy on MySpace
as well. Yeah. Follow Sam. Yeah, follow
Sam.
And then Flaw in August. So yeah, I think that's all my plugs.
Boom.
We got who do we have coming on this week? We got Pat Paz. I always fuck up his name.
GLE.
Paz from Timeline Earth podcast coming on. We're gonna talk about some dinosaurs.
We're gonna find
trying
out
to figure out if they're real.
Faking gay.
No,
we'll see.
Faking gay.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
see.
that's what he's gonna tell us. That they're
That's what the
fuck?
He's back. That's where the oil comes from. That's what I remember from school. Dinosaurs. So we're gonna find out what's actually going on with the dinosaurs.
And without the dinosaurs, they couldn't make petroleum jelly, so you'd have no lube. So you must be thankful.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Thank you, dinosaurs. I'll be at the International Axe Throwing Championship this weekend. So I don't know if I'll make it back in time on Monday, so I might not be here, but we got our show going on, Biting the Bullet. That'll be Wednesday. Next week, I believe it'll come out, and then I'll be doing that. And if the live stream comes out and I'm in it, I'll share it across all my socials so you guys can watch me either get my ass beat on day 2 or beat some ass on day 2 for the International Axe Throwing
Luke could
Championship.
be coming home with some serious money. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Luke
I'm top 25. I'm fucking stoked. Sam, take this shit off.
I'm trying. He won't let me.
Fucking Eagles. Typo, you got any last words?
No, just exactly what Luke said.
Don't
Check out our
flinch.
shit.
Don't flinch.
Or do flinch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might need to flinch. It might work out for you.
Uh,
Worked out for our buddy.
Oh yeah, Sam's being a good goyim now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Go check me out.
Oh my god.
You gotta watch the video.
Fucks like a man, feels like a woman.
You
Hey.
gotta watch the video to
God.
understand the context of most of this episode. So if you're listening audio,
Yeah.
restart it, watch the video.
Watch
Go
the
to
fucking
YouTube.
video. Real
That's a
quick.
shit show.
Right. Hold on, real quick. Out of that, another. Go follow Cult of Us podcast. YouTube.com/Cult of Us. Come see me on the road. I'll be in Texas in September, late September. Hitting up Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and Austin. So coming out, and then all my local shit. Follow me. Bye.
Adam, get my number from Kyle.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Bang.
We'll do.
Boom.
That's it.
Later, boys.
Late, bub. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Tommy.